right. Good afternoon, those of you that can join us live. So excited to be here with Nicole Leavitt, the founder and CEO of Alacritous Solutions here in San Diego, California. And love to give a brief overview and intro to our special guest today. Nicole is actually a native San Diegan. Few and far between, it feels like these days, so it's pretty cool. But born and raised in San Diego and still lives here with her daughter and husband and her dog, Khaleesi, and turtle, Shelby. And as I mentioned, she's the founder and CEO of Alacritous Solutions, and they provide bookkeeping and project management services for small business. And the key to what they do is that they want to ensure that they help business owners to make financial decisions based on facts instead of feelings. So they're focused on reliability, accuracy, communication, and really being a partner in their small business clients, community and business, not just a vendor, right? So in her spare time, she enjoys volleyball with her daughter and paddleboarding or riding bikes at the beach. So welcome, Nicole.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. So tell us, what inspired you to start your business?
So after I spent about 10 years in the corporate technology space, it was very clear to me that that was not the right fit. Big company was not a good place for me. I felt like you can get lost. You're just a cog, and I wasn't good at the political game. And so it was a very frustrating place for me to be. And so after I had gained a lot of experience. I mean, that was one of the best things, is it really taught me, being on the operations side, how, big businesses run.
Yeah.
I was able to kind of figure out, okay, I think I could bring this down to a small business, bring down the good pieces of structure and process, but bring it into the fun environment of small business.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And so when you started your business, what were your goals?
So when I started my business, my goals were to have a life, be able to be involved in my child's school activities and after school activities. I was having a hard time because I was commuting between 2 to 3 hours a day back and forth on top of working. So I was really gone from 6:30 in the morning until 5:36 at night. And by then your day is done. There's not much left to do. So I wanted to be able to have the flexibility to enjoy my life and life with my family, and be able to turn off work when we left work. Mm-hmm. And that previously just wasn't really an option. So that was goal number one, was to be able to have both. I really like to work, and I like to work hard and do a really good job, but work is not the be all and end all. So I wanted to enjoy my life outside of work as well.
Yeah. And so how have your goals, or have they changed since you started to now?
So being able to have the flexibility to be able to be part of my daughter's life, pick her up from school, go to school functions, like that's been a great piece of it. But then the business started to grow. And so I was taking up more of my time. And at that point, it was figuring out my team and my processes and how I could provide the same type of life to my team. So being able to have people on my team that enjoy their work hard, do a really good job, but then be able to put work away at the end of the day and not be bothered with emails or phone calls or questions like that when your workday is done. So being able to give that to somebody else and my team has been really, really important as well.
Sure. Well, it's the culture. It's the culture of your organization, that it's the work-life harmony. So, they can enjoy what they do, but then at the end of the day, it's, sign off and go on to the next thing.
Exactly. I mean, nobody goes to work as a hobby. Otherwise it wouldn't be work. You'd be doing a hobby outside of your normal job. Everyone goes there to get paid. So I don't expect people to just be working on their off time and for fun. You're there to do a job. and to get paid for your job. And then once that time is done, you move on with your life.
Yeah. So you've got some really great team members, some really great employees on your team. Can you share what have been the keys to finding and retaining those great people?
Yeah. So I think one of the biggest things is just personality. Do they vibe with the rest of the team? Can they hold a conversation? What types of questions do they ask? Do they ask the right questions as it pertains to your business? So it was really, first thing for me is always personality. I kind of go off of gut and feeling when it comes to interviewing somebody and how that conversation flows naturally. If it's hard to get information out of somebody in an interview, they're probably not going to be a good fit to be able to communicate with a client. So it's really, how do they talk to me? Yeah. And that back and forth conversation. And then really it's the biggest thing is trust, because I firmly believe in, treat people as an adult. I'm not here to micromanage you. We're all old enough to be able to manage our time. So I'm not going to sit here and, delegate minute by minute what needs to be done. But at the same time, you have your tasks, what has to be done in a day. And, if people run into problems or they have questions, they know they come to me. So it's the initiative side of it. So I really look at personality and how you're going to take initiative to get things done without me having to babysit.
So hiring for character, and you've got filters that help you to hire for character. You can teach skill, and there are some skills or experience that are needed for certain positions, but ultimately, are they going to be the right fit for the position as well as for the company? It sounds like you got, well, I know because we work together, but that you have systems in place to be able to do that. And, when we first started working together, I think you had maybe two part-time employees, one or two part-time employees.
Yeah.
And now, there's four of you and continuing to grow. So I'm curious, what do you think, or do you think there was a specific moment or defining moment that had a significant impact on the success of your business, where you're able to start hiring and moving with the growth?
I think it was just figuring out what my process was, and for me personally, being able to let go. Once I figured out that, I can get a repeatable process in place for how we bring on new clients, how our communication flows, how we send reports, things like that. Once it was repeatable and easy, then I could start to expand my team and know that they had something to follow and that it was going to be a consistent experience for all of our clients. And then everything is tailored based on the business, because accounting's accounting, the rules are the same. But what's different is how you apply it to each business.
Sure.
And so that's where, our repeatable processes are great because they are consistent and my team knows what to do. And then it's a matter of, really for us is learning our clients' business and how they operate.
And the systems run the business and the people run the systems. So you being able to feel good about letting go was developing those quote systems, and then be able to have the training, and then of course the right person in the space to be able to feel good better about letting go.
Yeah, exactly.
Leverage equals let go, right? So what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out a business?
Oh, good question. Don't make the business around you, make it around the business. I think I got stuck in and bogged down is that I was the face of everything. So Nicole became the business, not Alacritous Solutions. So it was really hard for me to separate out communication with everybody, because as we grew and our clients grew, then my emails, my phone calls, everything. So being able to have me as an individual separate from the business. And so really building it around, this is the business and I'm just part of it.
That's a great tip. It's also a mindset shift. So when do you think that, was there a defining moment, or when do you think that you started to make that shift?
I think I started to make it when things got too much, to be able to handle by myself.
Yeah.
And, not everybody needed to have my cell phone number, and we could have a corporate line, and, other people can handle communication just as well as I can. And so that was really a big piece, is that I set this up for all of my clients and myself to be able to replace when the time comes, because I have to plan for everybody to leave. When somebody wins the lottery tomorrow, then they're not going to show up for work. And so I have to be able to have my team pick up and be ready to go, or if I'm out sick, be able to pick up and ready to go, or, even take a vacation.
Yeah.
So it was
a real vacation
and not work on vacation.
Right. Yes.
It's being able to have that in place so that anybody could come in at any point in time and know exactly what needs to be done.
Yeah. I remember one of the defining projects or moments that I think about in our work together is when you made the shift from your personal cell phone to a business line. And there was, the research involved in making sure that you got the right fit and things like that. But then there was a training process involved in that. And who was that for?
Myself. and my clients.
You to say, but yeah,
it was both myself and my clients having to just re-educate. Here's the new phone number. Somebody will be able to reach you, but then also for myself of not just accepting, to take the calls on my personal number and move it back over to the other line, so that retrain my clients and retrain myself.
Yeah. But that was so key. And now, it's the business line, and that's that. So it's great. That was a great defining moment where it was like, Nicole is separating from the business. So that's fantastic. So if business owners, if you're still using your personal cell phone, let's talk. Okay. So what is next for Alacritous Solution? What do you think are biggest opportunities? Where do you see it going in the next 5 years? What's next?
So next for us right now is start beginning growth mode. We've got our processes in place. I've got a great team in place. We're moving to fully remote. So my office is going away and my team will be able to work from home remotely, which everyone is super excited for. It saves them time and money. It saves me time and money. And so we're still able to communicate with each other and provide service to our clients at the high expectation that I have, without having to meet in person. So that's going to be a big and good change for us at the end of this year. And then from there, it's being able to go out and meet new people, new clients, and expand our business from there.
Great. Awesome. Can't wait to be part of that. So how can people get in touch with Alacritous Solutions?
Yeah, so my website is wearealacritous.com. And so it has all the information about my company, and you can reach out to us through there. And then also my email is nicole@wearealacritous.com. And new people, whoever wants to meet, can email me through that.
Okay. What would be the first step in working with you if somebody's interested in working with you and your team?
So the first step is we really have basically an intro call where we dive into your business and just, get some background. What's your business? At what step are you in the business? Have you just started it? Is it something that you bought and took over? Are you in the middle and we need just to do a little cleanup? So it's really looking at what phase of your business are you in? And then what are the current challenges or frustrations that you have and how we can alleviate that for you and really give time back in the day. Because people go into their business not to do accounting, but accounting is something that everybody has to do. So people that don't know accounting or accounting rules, a lot of times it takes them a lot longer than it would for my team who does this for a living to be able to do your accounting on a monthly basis. So it's, what may take us, a couple hours a month could take a business owner 10 to 12. Mm-hmm. And so it's really about figuring out where are your frustrations and giving you that time back in your day.
That's great. In a judgment-free zone.
Exactly. That's one of the big things that we push is, it's not our business. It's not our money. It doesn't matter to us what you spend it on or what you do with it, but we're going to give you a objective, non-biased opinion, or not even opinion, an objective, non-biased review of this is your accounting. These are what the numbers are. And now you have the ability to make data-driven decisions.
Yeah, which is huge. Timely data-driven decisions versus everything's a rear view mirror.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. And then lastly, I know that you have some strategic partners or there's complementary industry professionals that you like to refer business to, as well as that align with your business and can send you referrals. So what kinds of strategic partners or complementary industries would you like to connect with?
Yeah, so we really like to connect with CPA firms. Those are great partners for us because a lot of times CPAs don't want to do the bookkeeping. And so they'll, refer us to do that. And then we partner with them on making sure that they have all the correct information for their clients to do taxes and tax planning. And business attorneys are also great ones. So people who are helping form companies, work on their contracts. Mm-hmm. Those are also great referrals because we're all serving the small business. So we oftentimes get a lot of questions on if we know CPAs that we would recommend or business attorneys and vice versa.
What about business brokers?
Yeah, definitely. Business brokers are also great because they're the ones buying and selling. So when a new person comes in and is buying an existing business, majority of the time you're doing an asset purchase. So you're basically having to set up a brand new legal entity anyways. Mm-hmm. And so you have to start over start a whole new brand, a brand new set of books. And sure. So that's where they'll refer us to really start the bookkeeping like from the ground up. So we don't have to go back and, do any cleanup or fix any mistakes. And then you're set to go and your taxes are done right the first time.
That's like a team, right? An advisory team and making sure that everybody's got everything in place and that you're successful. So that's fantastic. Great. Well, Nicole, thank you so much for sharing some of your story and sharing some business tips and lessons. And hopefully everybody got some keys today. Let me make sure I don't have any questions here. Okay. Oh, we answered that on where to find you and your company. And thank you again for your time. And thanks to everybody who was able to join us today, who's watching this recording. Please feel free to get in touch with Nicole and we'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.